I'm Attorney Sean O'Brien. One question that I'm often asked is exactly what are the duties of a trustee? Now, whether you've been named to act at some point well into the future, or you've recently lost a loved one who appointed you trustee of their trust, I hope you find this information useful. The job of a trustee begins when that person who created the trust either dies or becomes incapacitated. The first responsibility is to take charge and secure all of the trust assets. By securing assets, I'm talking about contacting the banks and financial institutions where the trust has money and letting them update the accounts to reflect that you're now in charge. It could also mean taking control of whatever real estate there is. It could even mean locking away certain assets in order to protect them. Next, you need to take an inventory of what property and assets are there. It doesn't need to be a detailed list of every item, but rather a general overview of what bank accounts, investments, insurance, and larger items are part of this estate. This will be quite useful in the upcoming months. Third, once you begin acting as trustee, you have a duty within 60 days to inform all the beneficiaries of this trust that you're now managing it. This is best done through some form of registered letter that includes copies of the provisions of the trust where the beneficiary is named. Next, you need to pay all bills related to this estate. If the person who created the trust is still alive, then you need to use the trust exclusively for their benefit. If they have died, then your next step should include making a periodic accounting to the beneficiaries listed in the trust who are entitled to receive one, making an initial distribution to the trust beneficiaries of the assets, getting any real estate listed and sold, paying all taxes and other costs, and then finally making a last distribution and closing the trust and estate. Now, this is a very consolidated list. I've prepared a more detailed booklet that you can download from our website, or we can mail to you if you simply call our office. The one thing I want to point out is that we see people who have been appointed successor trustee, just like you, make the same 3 mistakes. And those are failing to communicate with the people connected to this trust, failing to provide accountings to those who are entitled to receive one, and the third one, simply put, is dragging your feet in getting the estate resolved. As far as accountings go, this doesn't need to be complicated. We live in an age where more account statements are emailed each month. I suggest you forward the actual statements to those who are entitled to receive an accounting right after you receive them. Regarding compensation, some trusts provide that the trustee is to be paid for their service. Others limit that fee to reimbursement for out-of-pocket expenses. You'll need to read the trust to determine what's been directed in your case. Regardless, keep good records of both your time and costs. So there you have it, a quick overview of the job of successor trustee. Obviously, each trust and family situation can be different. If you have additional questions or want direction regarding any of the issues we discussed here, please feel free to schedule a time to meet with me personally. Thank you.